Now coming into the different steps of the automobile development, as you see, we have the concept, we have the design and development, that is the V model, and finally the production stage. So we will see these three stages individually from the coming slides. First, about the concept stage. Concept stage for an automobile broadly has three different phases. There may be many minute phases in between, but broadly it has three major phases. One is starting with the market study, which is inevitable for any product to produce and sell. So basically, the requirement of the market, the expectations from the market, profitability of the product, the life of the product, everything will be studied in this market study, and this feedback will be provided to the styling engineers. Automobile styling engineers are one of the best creators in the world because they have a lot of creativity to create a lot of concepts with proper logic. It's not just like drawings you make after you make, you say, okay, this looks like this and look like that. They think that in their mind, and based on that they make the concepts basically. That is one of the reason they are one of the most paid professionals in the world. So the automobile styling engineers, at first they do sketching. They do different modified versions of the car, considering all the styling factors, features in the external parts, etc. And they do it for all the views. They do the same drawing for the front view, side view, rear view, and they completely show how the actual car will look like after it is being produced. After sketching, they go for the clay modeling. Clay modeling is one specific, one distinguished process in the product development followed in the automobile industry. So this clay modeling will typically be done to show you how the car looks like. It starts from the miniature clay model to the full size car clay model. And after the clay modeling is done, they will paint the car with the actual paint they are going to give for the final product. And once that is done, you can see that doesn't look like a clay model. It looks like a real car basically. So that is how the clay modeling is being done to visualize the feel of the product. So this is what is done in the concept stage. After that, you have the design and validation stage. So why this design and validation stage is basically required? Because this phase, automobiles cannot be sold just like that. You just produce a mug, you sell in the market, that is possible. You produce a pillow, sell in the market, that is possible. But you cannot produce an automobile and sell in the market just like that, because it has many restrictions you have to sell those products, and many considerations you do, because it involves a lot of investment in terms of money and time. So basically, four things you need to consider. That is the reason for planning for the design and validation stage. One is the regulations and the norms followed in a country where you are going to sell the car. Second is the safety features of the car. Third is endurance of the car. Fourth is the comfort and performance of the car. Just giving a glance on each of these elements. First, about the regulations and norms. Most of you might know there are some NCAP regulations, New Car Assessment Program regulations, where the vehicle is tested by a private agency and star rating is being given. Recently, you might have seen some of our Indian vehicles have achieved 4-star, 5-star ratings in safety. Those are all coming from the NCAP ratings, basically. And NCAP is being followed by different countries. You have NCAP in USA, you have in Japan, you have in China, you have in Europe. Everywhere you have NCAP except some countries. And India also planning for Bharat NCAP in future. And similarly, these NCAPs talks mainly about the safety, the crash related safety of the vehicle. But there are some norms which talks about the environment safety also, which mainly the BS6 we are following right now in India. How much carbon dioxide is allowed to be emitted from your vehicle, and how to control that by tuning your engine, by adding some in between parts which traps all your carbon dioxide. So there are many things which are controlled by the government legally, which the automobile manufacturer has to meet before selling his vehicle. If the manufacturer cannot meet these norms, regulations, he cannot sell the automobile. So this is a very basic requirement before you sell. So this is where most of the time is spent during the design and validation. And second is the safety. Of course, some of them are already taken care by the regulations and norms, but some countries do not have extensive regulations, as you may see. A typical example, India do not have as many regulations as USA and Europe.